I guess I'm old-fashioned, I haven't done any marketing on myself. Regardless of being in this business, I've never done marketing for me. I just have never, a lot of people send postcards and they send this, they send that. I just have never done it. And I've been pretty successful without doing any kind of marketing. And maybe I've lost a lot of clients because I don't, I'm not up front and in their face, because I kind of expect them to be there because, I think done such a good job helping them. So I don't know that with all of this advertising and what's supposed to be done. It's like, okay, do I send a postcard? Do I call? Do I this? Do I that? I just do what I like to do and expect people to remember me, which is probably not the way to be.
No, you know what though? I kind of think that you just illustrated why we're a match made in heaven right now. Because all I want to do is capture you being you, because I think that will close more deals insofar as getting someone to say, you know what, I trust you enough to give you my email and start sending me your stuff. I trust you enough and you appeal to me enough as a professional that you're one of the 5 people who I'm going to opt into your email things today, and I'll keep shopping, and over the next couple months I'll probably talk to you. But that's the decision they're making when they're shopping and looking at listings, and they're seeing you and somebody else. And you being you has crushed it in person. What my approach is, and why you guys are a good fit, and I think Charlie's a great compliment to you, is with the high-end market you're in, that if you were doing that, and if that you were able to do it really well and really uniquely, that not only it would give you better ownership of those people who maybe have slipped through your fingers, but it probably broadens your net to begin with and gives you more people to potentially slip through your fingers. And harnessing that probably more than makes it worth putting a whole new net, a whole new filter in place to catch all of that. Giving you guys the tools to really give you a soapbox and a megaphone. And we're going to, for a couple months, do lots and lots of putting you out there. And really in a genuine way. Much of what we're doing will be that standard real estate advertising, Rehanna. Like, I'm not trying to, that ain't broke, so I'm not trying to pretend like I'm better than that. That's not my idea. My idea is to supplement that with what you've been doing for 30 years. Take your feet on the street and really put it on the net in a real human way.
Yeah.
And if it's corny, it's totally corny. I'm really pitching you to be yourself, but it's I believe in it.
Yeah, I understand.
And that's why I only want to work with top people. And I know if what we're doing today won't be what we're doing in 40 days, because I know we'll have better ideas. And as long as you keep saying, ooh, that's a little weird, or hey, I'd like to message it this way, and I change it the next day, we're going to have a pretty nice product. And we're not going to throw out anything we did last week, but next week will be better, and the week after that will be better. And by the end, we'll have so many videos out there, because if I post a 20-minute video of you guys every week, I whittle it down, I've got 20 minutes of Rehanna and Charlie. And then I add a local profile, 5 minutes of Anthony David's, and then maybe 5 minutes of a dog walk.
Of which I sold him his house.
Yeah, like how easy is my job? Basically, I can't throw a rock without hitting a house you sold or a person who's bought one from you. So, like, all I know is the opportunity, and what keeps me up at night isn't, oh, can I do a good job or anything. What keeps me up at night is the immense opportunity to, like, leverage your universe, your network. I'm like, I can't let that slip through my fingers. Like, that's my holy grail, is anybody who will take your call should be a guest on our show. And it is a show. Probably a very sophisticated 20 minutes with you and Charlie in the car, and then we can mix in just cool local color. These are the competitive advantages we have. And that whole week we'll be running regular real estate ads. But if you don't build a list way bigger with the fun stuff than you do with the real estate ads, I will eat my hat. There's no way, especially you guys are gold, and you guys all have like really great presentation qualities. We're not dealing with fools around here. My value proposition is, if Shane can get you guys 50 leads doing X and Y, how many more are you going to get, and how much cheaper are they going to be if you actually differentiate yourself? What's the cheapest way to differentiate yourself? Let's do a couple months of video and support it with good follow-up.
Okay, but here's the thing. I am not that structured person that, you said you wanted content.
Perfect. We don't want you to think about it.
Because, it's like, I can talk about, like you mentioned Anthony David. I'm like, yeah, by the way, I sold him his house, It's kind of like...
Free flow.
Perfect.
I don't want marketing videos. I want reality. I want reality TV for Facebook.
Yeah, I can't, I'm not very good at that.
And
scripted
plus
stuff.
We've got that covered. You just saw the whole webpage has the scripted stuff. But again, everybody's got the scripted stuff. It's you off the cuff telling you've got too much rich history and straight up legit track record. I don't have to sell you TV. If I'm sitting here pitching you video, we're behind the 8 ball. But that's
I
it.
understand.
So we do have now the follow-up that'll be a net to catch everybody. And for sure, a list of tens of thousands that we're marketing to 9 months from now. That's how these videos will work. And you're not going to have to invest in it heavily ongoing unless you fall in love with the process and you guys are having a blast cranking them out. I think that's a distinct, legitimate possibility. I'd love to see that. It'll create legitimate marketing lists because, yeah, we might get views all over the country. But to re-advertise to those people, we pick the geography, we pick the age, we pick the income level. Hell, we pick the car they drive and how recently they bought it if we want. So I don't want to make your phone ring 10 times a day. You'd probably come strangle me if your phone rang 10 times a day and you had to talk to 8 idiots. I'm hoping you get a smattering of contacts that are high quality. I would much rather the activity be very low and the, a couple deals is, if I only had to talk to a few people and a couple great things happen, I feel like that's where I want to be. Anybody can make your phone ring a lot. Like, it's not hard to just throw out an ad and be like, want to buy here? Who knows what they make? Who knows anything? Mm-hmm. But what I know is if somebody sat through a 3-minute video about, moving into the Constitution, that demonstrates intent to me. That's enough for me to say, okay, let's really look at this. And then within that audience, maybe that audience is 500, maybe it's 5,000. I can look at everybody who watched a video about the Constitution or buying or selling and say, within that audience, how many could honestly be potential people that we really want to get in front of again? And all we have to do then is go back to the template that you guys communicated to me about age, income, and basic demographics, and whatever geographies we want.
I don't want, a lot of people who are calling me about, maybe I'm thinking, maybe, it's like, just...
Well, that's what the emails are for.
Yeah.
That's what the emails and the videos should answer every question so you don't have to. Look at it that way as well. Like, it'll inform them about the nuances. It'll inform them so that you don't have to deal with the 97% who aren't there, so that you only need to deal with the 2 or 3% who really are in a purchase or sale phase, because that's the real number. I'm not if we show something to 100 people, even if they're kind of in the market, there's only so many that are hot enough to talk to.
Well, it's not even having them hot, because some people don't know that they're ready until they're ready. Mm-hmm. They really don't. So it's like, I think it's a good thing for me to buy, and I'd really like to buy, but it's more about the, loyalty. It's, you're working hard for someone, you expect some loyalty from them, don't you think?
Yeah, I think...
You do.
And the vibe around here, you guys have a very unique vibe, and I talk about you when I speak to other professionals, because I always speak of it as an office that doesn't hire real estate professionals, an office that hires professionals who want to make a bunch of money in real estate. Huh. And that was by design. You guys didn't do anything here accidentally. You guys definitely reformed this place in this sort of around the time you became Berkshire. There was a big sort of cleaning out. You went from a regular army to a bunch of snipers, to a small group of snipers, and now you're growing.
We're looking for professionals. We're looking for people who care. And that's different than, it's not about someone buying because you're looking at them as dollar signs. That's never how I've been.
Well, you have too much fun.
Yeah, but it's also that, you know, you're helping someone buy their house. It's their home for as long as they're going to be there. And if you do the right thing and you help them, the money will follow. It's not about the bucks. Just do the right thing, money will follow. That's how I feel. I've always felt that way. You know, it's not about, oh, that one is $10,000, that one is 15, or that one's 5. No. Because the other thing I always tell all the agents is don't count your money until the check is in your hand.
And I'll tell you what.
Because a closing table, it could all go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
So.
What you just said, it has everything to do with how I'm working with you right now. You know, I've a couple mentors who are helping me design my business. This is a new business. You're one of 3 demo clients. You're one of 3 people I'm trying to actually over-deliver for, because what I know is if I over-deliver for you and 90 days from now you're like, holy crap, Tom, now I get it. This is awesome. How easy is my Berkshire referral from Texas going to be? How easy is my Berkshire referral from San Francisco going to be, or Miami?
Yeah.
My job to make money in June is to knock your freaking socks off. And I literally have a mentor who helped me price structure and say, listen, here's how you don't have to spend 25% on acquiring consulting clients. Get a demo in the door, get a testimonial, and do the best you can. I sometimes open and close this place. Like that's what's worth it to me. About offering quality, really doing a good job, and not focusing on the dollar. If you focus on like wowing somebody, which is fun, by the way, all of a sudden, guess what just landed in your lap? A bunch of business.
And you know, when people come back to you and say, oh my God, this is great, it's like it makes it all the difference. Makes all the difference.
Yeah, I'm designing my very much around you guys. Like, and I don't know that I don't just want to work with Berkshire professionals. I don't need 20 clients ever. My goal is 6 clients a month, and that's it. I want 6 happy people that I have the time to sit around during lunch and think about. Because if I'm thinking about you, you're going to get an entirely different level of service than if I'm just doing what I know I need to do and running on to the next guy because I have a list for him too. I'm sitting around. If you're what I'm thinking about and talking to people about happy hour, if I'm talking to my other clients about you, and if I have time to be substantially interested in the people that I'm working with, which I find that I am, if I have the time to like bullshit about it, you know, talk to my brother about my clients, like that's the difference. That's going to be a huge difference in the deliverable. That's it's, you know, Dave and I are now doing something upstairs. He tapped me on the shoulder yesterday, just video ads.
Okay.
But what he's doing, you're going to flip out when you see it. It's brilliant. And it's the sort of seller model. What's your house worth? But he's putting such an unbelievable twist on the presentation. I think his click-through, he's already got leads from the ads. Shane's running the ads. You know, great. If it ain't broke, I don't want to fix it. But we're going to do a video lead into the same ad sort of campaign.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I am not at all this technological, you know, like they are all about all this stuff. And, you know, I'm pretty much like old. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, I'm a people person, and that's what I do, is I take care of people.
Well, yeah, and you know every unit in town doesn't hurt.
It's true, but yeah, I know. I remember units, and I don't remember my kids' birthdays. But
that happened last week, didn't it? I heard that from across the office.
Yeah. But it's what I do, you know, and it's kind of been, you know, my first mentors, I kind of went, oh my God, how do you remember that? Like, it's from that corner, and someone said an address, and my mind already go, oh, I know exactly where it is, you know. It's kind of, that's what I do, you know.
I look up, and it's 10 o'clock, and it's sitting in your cubicle, and I'm like, of course Rehanna's going to charge you rent. I'm like, but you can always argue with her that you're working for her. Like, all my clients are in this building, Rehanna. Not only that, but I don't want any clients in Hoboken. I told you guys, like, I don't want... How many real estate pros are there in Hoboken? Can you give... Because I hear a different number every person I ask. How many real estate pros in Hoboken? And then I'll tell you why I don't want to work ever again in Hoboken.
There's probably about, right now, probably 1,500.
That's obscene. And 1 square mile.
That's obscene.
And how many? 40 brokerages?
About that, yeah. And I think there's a new one coming. And it's obscene.